So Pokemon Go's come out like a little less than a week ago, you know, everywhere except for pretty much Canada. But there are like totally legit workarounds. And I've gotta say, it's a lot better than I expected. Like, when it was announced, I kind of brought my expectations like really low. Like, I didn't expect much out of it. Like, I expected like a top overview with maybe sprites, and like it would be very bare bones. They actually have a lot more in there than I expected, so thumbs up all around. The kind of Pokemon I'm finding around here are pretty expected, like a butt fuck ton of Pidgeys and Rattatas. Spearows are a little rarer, along with Weedles and Caterpies. I think I found one Squirtle in the wild, Jigglypuff, a few Jinxes, one Tauros. A lot of guys have just seen one of, like Paris and Venonat. Lots of Zubats around here too, and way more Drowsies than I'll ever need. Like, my area is flat out just Drowsyville. Now the first thing I really noticed about this game is that it really doesn't explain shit all. Like, gym battles were completely clueless to me. The footprint system is like half useful. Basically, you have like a wild Pokemon radar, and they have 1 to 3 footsteps beneath them. 0 footprints means like you're right on top of them. 1, they're a little bit further away, whereas like up to 3 footprints, they're, from what I've heard, because there's no like legit understanding of it, 3 footprints means they're within a kilometer of you. And you know how fucking big a kilometer is? It doesn't really help. And I guess there are some other people around here that kind of started the game before me, so they're a few levels higher, and the top level of the Pokemon you can find are capped out by your own level. So the people around here are higher than me, and it's actually like really hard to catch up. And I know it's the same people because I've been fighting this one guy for this gym back and forth, and it's like the same guy. And every time he takes the gym back over from me, he's a higher level, and like it's at the point where like there's no way I can freaking catch up to this guy. He's freaking nuts. When I first attacked the gym out front, because there's a gym across the street from me, I didn't really know how the combat even worked. I swear I read somewhere where you can dodge by swiping left and right their attacks, and then you attack just like on your own while you're not dodging. So that wasn't the case. So the first gym I fought, I literally just sat there and took it until I lost. I was so pissed. Turns out you gotta tap them. Would have been great if someone told me, you know, like the game or something. And then I also read in the same article, probably should have learned from the first thing that it was wrong, that your secondary attack will attack automatically after it loads up fully. Also not the case. You gotta like, once it's full, you gotta like hold on them and it'll do the secondary attack. It's a crock of shit. Also, the incentive to level up your own Pokemon is a really weird one. Because you catch a Pokemon and they come with candies. Candies, along with Stardust, which you collect from catching anything, are used to level up your Pokemon, while just using a butt-fuck ton of candies you use to evolve them. You basically get a specific candy from a specific Pokemon when you catch it. Like, you catch a Pidgey, you get Pidgey candies for it. And once you get a certain amount of Pidgey candies, you can evolve your Pidgey. Etc, etc. But like, I go through all the trouble of getting a bunch of Stardust and a bunch of candies to level up my Pokemon, and then I'll just run out and find the exact same Pokemon but stronger. Because as you level up through experience, which you get by doing fucking everything, the Pokemon you find in the wild are also stronger. So as you level up by doing just damn well anything, the wild Pokemon's level cap that you find in the wild also increases. So it's just, I can never really decide when I want to level up a Pokemon or when I just want to leave it. I've heard a good rule of thumb is to not level up any Pokemon that are unevolved, and then only level up the ones that are fully evolved. It's just, it's weird and it sucks and I hate it. Another thing they didn't tell me about the gyms is that what I thought is because there are a certain number of Pokemon in a gym, when you attack an ally gym, and you raise their prestige level, the level gain, or the gym gains a level, and then you can add your own Pokemon to it. So as more people come to buff up an ally's gym, you can add more Pokemon to it. What I thought is that you removed each Pokemon by defeating them once. Instead, what the case is you just pound your team against this gym, each time lowering its prestige level, therefore lowering its like actual level, and as the levels diminish, that gym can hold less and less people. So you just pound yourself at this gym until it just loses all of its experience. which was really confusing, and also it's really buggy. Like, you'll fight through all of their Pokemon, and then their last guy will have like a little bit of health left, and he just will not die, but he'll still attacking you, and it's a really annoying glitch, and I hate it. And probably the most annoying thing in this game, in my opinion, is that when you leave a Pokemon at a gym, like at an ally's gym or your own gym, and then it gets defeated, it gets beaten out, it gets sent back to you with 1 HP. Also, if you attack an allied gym to buff it up, and you lose, your Pokemon is brought back with 1 HP. Now, there are no Pokemon Centers. The only way to increase their HP back up is to give them potions. And if they faint, you use revives, which brings them back to life at half health, and then you use potions. Because of this, regardless of if they're low health or fainted, you still have to use potions on them. So you just run through potions like it's nothing. But because they keep sending my Pokemon back with 1 HP, I never use my revives. So I'm currently out of potions, but I have a wicked amount of revives. But all my Pokemon are alive with 1 HP. They're literally less useful to me alive with 1 HP than they would be dead. Because if they were dead, I could at least bring them back up to half HP. Like, I literally have to run out and, like, farm Pokespots for potions, which you don't always get, and when you do get, probably in little numbers. It's the most annoying thing. Like, just kill them. I almost want to just throw all my 1 HP Pokemon into a team and just run out to a gym and just lose on purpose, just to kill them. Just so I can bring them all up to half health. With friggin' revives. It's not okay. A big nuisance with this game is that it just destroys your battery. And you know why it destroys your battery? In order for it to be constantly working, your phone has to be on. However, they implemented a battery saver mode, which they also didn't explain how it works. What I thought originally is that, like, it would just dim the lights and, like, limit animations to save battery. No, it does none of that. It makes it so that if you hold your phone upside down, it'll kind of black out the screen, but it'll still be on. I guess what they expect you to do is to flip it upside down and just kind of throw it in your pocket, right? And then, like, it'll vibrate in your pocket and you'll feel it, blah, blah, blah. Now, what you should never do is put your phone in your pocket while it's on. Gather around, kids, for the latest episode of Guess What Fucked Me Today. Now, I was sitting here, and I saw a silhouette of a Jigglypuff. Silhouette because I haven't seen it before. So I immediately put on my shit, left out the door, chasing down this Jigglypuff. 3 footprints, so I have no fucking clue where the hell it is. So I just start walking down the street, whatever. I get a certain ways, and nothing's really changed, and I'm just like, screw it, I'll just go to, like, the grocery store, because it was near there. So I did what I guess they assume you're gonna do, and I just threw it in my pocket while it was on. You know, if I'm not gonna catch any Pokemon, because I'm not gonna find any here, I may as well get some progress on my eggs, right? So I go to the grocery store, blee blah blue, end up home, pull it out of my pocket. Turns out what had happened is that while it was in my pocket, not only did it close the game, but it turned on my phone's flashlight and started playing a YouTube video, which not only killed my battery, it also destroyed the rest of my mobile data. So now I'm sitting here in, like, the luxury of my Wi-Fi because I can't use my data, just watching people just dance all around my gym that I had across the street from me. Also, I'm seeing a lot of hate on Team Valor, and I don't really get it, because Team Mystic is, like, the biggest one. Aren't they, like, the biggest threat? Team Instinct, though, is, like, it's so small, it's adorable. Earlier today, I saw a Team Instinct member holding the gym across the street from me with a CP56 Nidoran. It was just so adorable, I had to go over there and kick their ass. With all that said and done, it's actually fantastic. Running around catching Pokemon, I'm absolutely just giddy. It's the greatest thing in the world. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna not do anything because I'm out of mobile data. It's just a drowsy anyways.